above and 40 kilometres to the north of Barcelona is El Muntanya, venue for the dressage and endurance phases of the three-day event. After strong performances in the dressage, particularly from Queensland's David Green riding the giant grey Duncan, Australia was placed second in the team's event on day one, 30 points behind the favourites, Great Britain. But the make or break test is tomorrow, when the tremendously challenging endurance course is likely to determine the medalists as 82 riders race over 7.5 kilometres in searing Spanish heat.
You know, they've given us all a very strong warning and saying anyone bringing a tired horse home, and if they're exhausted, will be pulled up, and if we finish the course with an exhausted horse, it's out of the competition. And you know, the number one thing we have to do in this sport is look after the horse first, and I think quite rightly, you know, they're putting the pressure on us and leaving it on us.
How's Duncan?
He's good, he's fit, and you know, I can't wait till the cross-country day. Really looking forward to going out there and having a cut at it.
In every other Olympic event, they make everything as tough as possible because it's the biggest event every 4 years. Would you regard this as a true test of horse and rider?
This, I reckon, is as tough a course as I've seen for sheer size. It's not so technical, but it is enormous. The direct routes will require a very, very talented and very fit horse, but there's plenty of very long routes for the less able. So the direct route, pretty daunting as it is that way, and we're now slipping through the gateway that the slower route will jump over.
This gate here.
Yep, and then they'll have to pull right up whilst the braver ones are kicking on to get over that great big ditch onto that bank.
That's going to take a lot longer to come round here, obviously.
Well, that's it, but this is the way that's been specially built for those people that aren't just quite so competent. There's a very wide divergence of standards in an Olympic Games, from the very top to the very bottom. So they'll come through here. Of
course, the competent riders have already come across here.
Yeah, it's quite a big jump, eh? These stones will all be levelled, so there's no problem there. Just as I hope the tractor will be shoved out the way, because they're still trying to finish building the course, you know. Spain is a bit of mañana. Turn around here. Now, it's not such a big jump, this, but how often do you teach a horse to jump into a house? Not very often, so they could easily stop there, even though it's the small and so-called easier route. It takes a long time because the other horses are actually jumping across the top, the ones going the direct route, and we're going all the way underneath.
So back out here, almost to where we came from.
Almost back to, as you say, to where we started. And there, finally, is the surprise, which is a jump into water.
Yeah.
But of course, if you've got the really brave horse and you're a brave rider, you've come onto the roof of that house you've just been through, down a big 5'6" drop, a very short little stride, which in itself will make you be inclined to hit that fence, and then over and down into what will be probably 14, 15 inches of water. This is fence 16, and it's about halfway around the course. The biggest problem initially is that as you come up, the horse can only see the trees in the valley. As he comes up to the bank and he's just about to take off, he suddenly sees all the water down there, and my fear is that they'll go to take off and drop a leg this side as they're so busy looking at the water, and possibly hit this and maybe fall. But this is only the beginning of this problem. It continues on down that hill. They've got to take that large log into the water, survive that, get through the water, which is roughly 15 inches deep, up the bank at 18A and out over those rails of the ditch in front at 18B. We're getting very near the end of the course now, and this big solid upright is the first of 3 fences very close together. That's not so difficult, but looking to the second of these 3 is a small hole in a big hedge. And I don't know if horses are going to understand that it's possible to jump through it. If they get through the first one, I'd be pretty confident that they'd get through the second one, number 28. But we're getting so close to the end of the course that I'm frightened they'll be tired. And it's possible that they'll opt for the long but easier option, which avoids these 2 holes in the hedges altogether.
Stabling facilities for some of the teams are a little makeshift, but the Australians are more comfortable than most, and Andrew Hoy is confident he and Kiwi can help put them amongst the medals.
I think if we put in a personal best on the day, either all 4 of us or 3 of us, I think that we'll be in well up there.